A local nonprofit says President Trump's federal layoffs are taking a toll on Washington's national park services already.
Two popular local trails are closed following staffing cuts. Fox 13's Alejandra Guzman spoke with experts who say the impacts could be long-lasting.
Living here in Washington, people enjoy being out in nature year-round, but advocates do say that if we start seeing staffing cuts, we're going to see more unpleasant effects, just like this one, the closure of the Franklin Falls and Denny Creek trails. Roadblocks aren't slowing folks down.
But it's a good hike, and it's well worth it once you get there.
The waterfall's actually pretty beautiful.
You don't even have to wait until the busy spring break and summer season to see the impacts of the Trump administration's layoffs in our national parks and forests.
They want you to come to the parks, they want to help you enjoy them, and yet they seem to be the victims of an across-the-board cut. It really, for them, it's blunt trauma instead of a surgical removal.
1,000 jobs have been slashed nationwide. Lack of staffing means tough decisions, delayed openings, shorter visitor center hours, closed campgrounds, and yes, even search and rescue. Simply put, the closure of Mount Baker, Snoqualmie's National Forest, Denny Creek, and Franklin Falls trails.
It's bad. Yeah, everything's like bad. If you lose your job, it's so hard to find another one.
Well, at this point, it doesn't affect me. It might later on, but we'll see.
The impacts don't stop there. With fewer folks to get the job done, imagine a less green space, trash piling up, dirty restrooms, and worst case, public safety could be at risk.
Unfortunately, that's the outcome.
It's still unclear how many people have lost their job in the Pacific Northwest, according to National Park Conservation Association Northwest Regional Director Rob Smith.
Morale is terrible in a job where you should be happy to be going to work and protecting a place like Mount Rainier.
The cuts come as national park visits continue to rise. In the last decade, Mount Rainier National Park has seen a 31% increase in visitors while experiencing a nearly 29% decrease in permanent staff.
I'm not the sort of person that is keen on just putting people in a job, in a position, just because there's a position there. Is it needed? Time will tell.
Layoffs go beyond national parks as other federal agencies brace for cuts. A trend Smith says is a troubling sign for public service as a whole.
It's really sad to see that the honored profession of being a public servant is denigrated, is made to be seen as the problem instead of something that America does really well.
Smith says about 7,500 seasonal employees are still likely to be hired nationwide, though he does emphasize that the industry as a whole is understaffed. He also notes that data shows that parks just like these drive billions of dollars into local economies and creating jobs, which he says are now likely to see the impacts as well. Alejandra Guzman, Fox 13 News.